Okay, so today I keep hearing the word freedom. I woke up this morning and I heard freedom, and perhaps I'm thinking there might be a message here. Wow, for your ancestors that went flying out of the deck. Yeah, exactly. Freedom. The Six of Wands. It's almost like I keep seeing like this image of like a caged creature, like a bird or something. And perhaps you've been in a situation where you felt trapped, maybe isolated, a little bit alone. Perhaps it's a decision that you're trying to make. Whatever it is, I'm picking up like the worst is over. The worst is over. Exactly. The Six of Swords came out, another six, and the Three of Wands, and then the Strength card. Okay. So there's a story happening here. There is absolutely a story. And what I'm hearing is that in order to get to this place of freedom, of celebration, there is this inner strength that you've had to endure. Perhaps it has felt maybe like heavy or burdensome, or again, that feeling of feeling trapped and really not knowing what step to take. But the Six of Swords energy, it's almost like telling me that the worst is behind you. The threshold that you are now crossing into is allowing you to have a sense and a security of freedom. Okay. And what I'm also getting here is that you have ridden road, some really heavy currents. If we think about like this idea of water and fluidity, you haven't been able to be in a space of flow because of whatever setbacks that you have experienced, whatever hardships that you have had to overcome. And this energy is kind of like, you know what? Even though I've gone through that, I'm still going to push forward. I'm going to use the strength that I know I'm capable of in order to move to the next level. And I'm almost getting like, do you see the story happening here that once you get to the other side of the shore, you're on your way to like looking back at the energy of like, wow, I actually accomplished the thing or things. I actually trusted myself enough to move past the hurdles that I've had to overcome. And this idea of celebration, it's like I'm almost getting to like this again, there's ancestral energy coming up here. It's like your spirit team is so proud of you. So proud. You might have loved ones around you who are also proud, even though they may not say it, they acknowledge it. They know that you are that person in your family that is meant to move through generational challenges, or overcome generational patterns that have not been healthy or that have not served you. And this energy of celebration is going to be like, I'm having this vision of a person like in this sort of glass house by a shore, and they're looking back and they're like, wow, I've built this empire for myself. I was able to move past challenges and hurt and worry and fear and all of things that no longer need to be in your energy in order to get into this next phase of life, this celebration and this sense of freedom. And it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Tell us a little bit more about what is needed in order to move into this next phase. Yeah. Oh, wow. Three cards came out. So we have all joyful cards, by the way. No surprise there. We have the King of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So lots of abundance, lots of opportunities headed your way. This feeling of celebration, it's almost like And I think I kind of talked about this in the first recording, but it's almost like you've always had this inner knowing around what you are meant to move through, the magic that you need to go towards whatever goal it is that you're trying to achieve or opportunity you're trying to attract. It's like you had this inner knowing all along that it was going to move through you in some way, which is why you had been in the energy of struggle and you're on your way to looking back at what fulfills you. So, this King of Cups is like, I'm hearing my cup overfloweth. And the Nine of Cups energy is also giving the impression that the more that you're able to listen to your intuitive gifts and your intuitive abilities and insight, the more opportunities are going to attract to you. But the more you're able to truly connect with your authentic self, with the calling that you've had for so long that has felt so far away. But it's almost like, no, my love, you are the treasure, right? You are literally the treasure and the key that's going to allow you to have this sense of expansion. Do you see this freedom? And it's also so heart centered. So perhaps your heart chakra has been blocked. Perhaps you've been hurt so much in the past that you feel like you just can't trust anyone or have felt disappointed, even when you give people the benefit of the doubt. And those patterns can tend to allow us to suppress true connection, not just with others, but with ourselves, right? Because we're not given that opportunity or giving ourselves that opportunity to truly be in tuned and listen close enough to our heart's desires. And when that is blocked, that is not going to allow us to move in our true purpose. Our intuitive abilities are literally that. They are abilities. Think of it like a body part. You can't move through certain circumstances without feeling an immense connection, but it's more like what I'm trying to say is your intuition is a part of you that wouldn't allow you to take the steps that you need to take moving forward in order for you to reach what it is that you want. And you're not too much. You're not too much because I know that you've heard that in the past. And if you landed here, I definitely don't believe it's an accident. But the sense of being too much is that you are. And what I mean that is there is so much inside of you that needs to be expressed, that you need to honor, that again, this light that needs to come through and it's been hidden for so long. So the truth is, all that you wish, all that you've desired has been your foundational grounding, if you will, to move through and to attract opportunities, to attract whether it's healing your finances, whether it's um, changing your relationship with the way you even look at abundance, the way you look at wealth. Because as we know, everything starts with a thought. And when a thought is placed in our mind and it comes into our reality, there is magic there. It didn't just happen by happenstance. There was either a um, movement forward. In order for it to be moved forward, you had to do the work. You had to take the action. And that action allowed you to gain the things that you already envisioned in your mind. Now they're happening here. And it's the Queen of Wands energy is like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, despite all the barriers, despite all the challenges, all the hardships that I went through, I can finally rest. I can finally rest in knowing that I knew that I was the answer to everything and to all things. So I think the advice coming here from these cards is that you already know what to do. One, and I think you knew this, you just wanted confirmation. So here it is. And it's almost like have more fun in this next endeavor. I think I channeled earlier, yeah, that your ancestors want to say something, and I actually have my deck that'll help us to tune into them. What are your ancestors? What kind of ancestral energy wants to come through for you? Well, wow, beautiful. So two came up. So, ooh, direction guardian. Choose your path. Exactly. Choose your path, right? And it's almost like no matter what you touch is going to turn into gold, my love. So, whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish, that you're wanting to see for yourself, that you're wanting to bring into action, that you're wanting to go towards, it will be successful. Your angels, your ancestors are guiding you forward because they knew that you were the one. You were the one that is going to help undo harm, is what I'm hearing. Undo harm that might have been done in your past lineage. Trigger warning that maybe the generations before you weren't or didn't have the capability to do, either with limited access to resources, with circumstances, is what I'm hearing. Maybe family ties to certain contracts, is what I just heard. Take it if it resonates. But it's like you are a literal earth angel. Do you see this? You are a literal earth angel and you are meant to make, I'm hearing waves or like ripple, like anything that you touch is going to have a ripple effect. And those ripples are going to expand and expand. And it's like your angels have always been there guiding you. They chose you. You chose you to move in this way. And then this energy card of summer energy. So at the time of this recording, it will be summer in the next month or so on my side of the world. But it's like you can settle now in your hive, is what I'm hearing. Like you have worked so hard to create this sweetness around you. If I'm using this analogy of a beehive, this sweetness around you, this fruitful energy that is so intricate. Everything that you've done to get up until this point has been, I'm hearing like sequentially crafted. I don't know if that makes sense for anyone, but there are patterns that you've broken and that you've made anew in order to enjoy the sweetness of your life. And this will be able to come into motion during the summer months because summer is a time of joy, of lightness, and it's time for you to enjoy yourself. It feels like, and not by choice, but it feels like you have felt like you've had to take life so seriously in order to achieve things. And this card is saying, no, be the honeybee, enjoy what you've created, fly free. Again, going back to that idea of freedom, fly free so that you can enjoy what you worked for. Yeah. Anything else? Any last messages? We'll use this oracle deck and see if there's anything else that wants to be said. Mm-hmm. Exactly. The Holy Grail, stop the endless searching. There's nothing that you need to search for in order to take the next step. Allow the pause that you're experiencing right now to be, I'm getting like a security blanket. Allow it to comfort you. Allow it to hold you, allow it to give you a space of rest, security, comfort, safety, maybe things that have been missing for a while in your life. Know that you are held, know that you are loved, and know that your ancestors and your angels want nothing but the best for you. And they are so, so proud. And I'm proud of you too. If anything I shared here resonated with you, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. It'll really help to um, help me get more exposure for other people who really need these messages to hear them out too. So I thank you so much for your time and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for coming to the Sanctuary Sessions.